My name's Mark Appleby and I work here as an ADR mixer at Goldcrest Post-Production in London. Here at Goldcrest I've been fortunate enough to record ADR on such films as Star Wars, Harry Potter, James Bond, Chronicles of Narnia, to name a few. There's also TV shows we do. We do a lot of work on the Tudors, the Borgias, Strike Back. Very lucky. So recently we've been working on a Mandela biopic, which I think is going to be called Mandela: A Long Walk to Freedom, which looks very good, played by Idris Elba. Lots of ADR in that, some shot here, some shot in South Africa. Recently been working on a film called Rush by Ron Howard, which is about Formula One in the 1970s, a rivalry between Niki Lauda and James Hunt. Very good film. I went to Alchemea College about 10 years ago, did a diploma in audio engineering, and helped me a lot in getting the job here and in the work I've been doing since. Yeah, I think for me the most important thing was the amount of time given on equipment. During my education I wasn't particularly keen on sitting down with a pen and paper. I was more keen on doing things with my hands and getting involved, and I liked the fact that you had real studios, real equipment that I could actually use. That's definitely what sold it to me, rather than a classroom where I could sit down and just write about things. My experience of the teaching staff at Alchemea was really good. I found them more like friends than teachers that I'd known in the past at school. They were very hands-on with us. They were more closer to my age and spoke to me like on the level rather than as a youngster. Very experienced themselves and very knowledgeable about the equipment. One thing I found very valuable, at the time I didn't think it was that valuable, I wasn't sure why they were doing it, but now I realise why, is that when I had a question or when I had a problem in a studio, they didn't always give me the answer. Even if they could see it, they would kind of point you in the right direction, but wouldn't just come in and show you exactly what the problem was, which is actually useless, and there's no point in them just telling you what to do. If they could see what I was doing wrong, they would kind of just leave me to keep fumbling around until I fixed it myself, which is exactly what I have here. There's no one I can ask here, unless something breaks, which is when I get the technicians in. There's not actually anything I can do if something goes wrong other than keep trying to fix it myself. So that's very valuable. I thought the class sizes at Alchemea were excellent, really small. I think there was never anything more than 7, 8, 9 people in a class at any one time, and that was in the actual lessons. And then obviously after that you're left to your own devices and you have your own time with no one else there, or you can team up with another student and learn on your own. Literally, sometimes I had 8 hours in a full-on recording room with microphones, mixing consoles, and I'd be the only person in there for 8 hours just to play and learn. Well, I think the vibe at Alchemea is excellent because of the type of people there, and also where it's situated, right in the centre of London. There's lots of restaurants around and lots of local eateries and drinkeries around, so there was lots to do when you weren't studying. A lot of the time I had to sleep at Alchemea because my next lesson or my next free time was not enough time for me to go home. So whether I would go out and have some dinner or have some drinks, it was good atmosphere all the time. Alchemea is definitely the place to be if you're serious about audio engineering and you want to get a head start in your career in the industry.